Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Call the meeting to order. We'll start with the moment of silence followed by the pledge. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We're going to go out of order for a moment. I think we have some friends here from Northampton Community College. Like to address us, please, Doctor? Kelly's very sensitive, so she's very sensitive over there. So you got her on a good day.
I don't trust my ability to hold a cup of coffee. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dave Root, the president of Northampton Community College, and I really appreciate you changing your agenda to accommodate. I just wanted to be here. I'm here with my colleagues. First of all, Dr. Pressy Schroyer, who's the executive dean of our Pocono campus, and Keith Morris, who's our executive director of government and community relations and public safety. We were going to send a press release, and we didn't know exactly how to do this, but we've been confronted with some rumors that our NCC Pocono campus is in distress and is closing. And I just am here this morning. So good. I'm glad to see that reaction. You're like, I never heard that, because some of you did, and you've actually talked to me about it, and I appreciate that. And the answer is that's not the case. It's a complete rumor. We're not closing. We have had some challenges. Our enrollments are down. Keep in mind the campus was built for 5,000 students. We never had 5,000 students. In its heyday, we had maybe 3,200, but we've been doing well. COVID took a hit, but ever since then, we've noticed a decline in enrollments. But the truth is our on-campus bodies in seats on campus enrollment numbers are down, but our online enrollments are up, and are up double digits. So we as college administrators say, we know exactly what you need. You need to come on campus. You need to sit in the seat where all the services are here for you. This is how you learn best. And they're like, yeah, thanks. No, we want online. And so we have to listen to our customers, and we in higher ed aren't so good at doing that all the time. And so we're going to revamp our strategy. And so we are working to bolster, enhance, or create, in some cases, support services that will help all of our students, whether they take classes online or on ground, and on any of our 3 campuses. So that's the first thing that we're doing. The second thing that we're doing is at our Pocono campus, focusing on those core programs that we offer. Right now, there's 6 majors that you can get a complete degree at NCC Pocono without going to Bethlehem or online. And we'll enhance those. So maybe there's a mixture of online and on campus. So we'll focus on those. And then the other thing that we're going to do is we're looking for partnerships with our major corporations that we work with, St. Luke's, LVH, to say, what is it that we can do for short-term program training? Come to NCC, bolster your skills to upskill or reskill, retool, and maybe it would be like St. Luke's at NCC or LVHN at NCC, and we'd be a training center for them. So we have a lot of irons in the fire. In addition, working with MCTI, they have a 600 student waiting list right now, and we have capacity. So let's partner. Come take out our basement floor. And when you're bringing students from NCTI to do Go Tech at NCC, fill the other half of the bus with dual enrollment students from Stroudsburg High School, because there's a transportation issue. So we think there's a lot of great opportunities. But I just want to dispel that rumor. We are not closing. That's not on our lips. It's not on our option. But I can tell you, if we don't respond, and we're treating this as a pivotal moment in NCC Pocono history, that if we don't respond to our students and the demands that they have, we will have to look at other options, because that's not what they want. They don't want the traditional learning that we're used to providing. So we're working on that. We actually have 2 academic partners, of course, ESU, one of them to talk about, can you get your degree at NCC Pocono and never leave the campus and get your four-year degree with a four-year partner and actually finish your degree in Tannersville. So there's a lot of irons in the fire. We have a dean who's very, a thought leader in this and is helping us get through this. She's reminding me I forgot something. What am I supposed to say?
So we do want to announce that there's going to be some right sizing of staff.
Yeah, well, that was my last statement. And I think that's how this happened is because we're positioning and this person that used to do this for so many years, we now need you to focus either online or doing something different. There's been a reshifting of some personnel and that always has its challenges. And I think that's what people are like, oh, the campus must be failing and it must be closing. And but I'm here to tell you, and if you ever have any questions, I'll give you my cell phone. You have Presty's contact. We're here to stay. Very proud of the work that we do in NCC, and the fact that our online enrollments are up double digits shows that students still want an NCC product. They just didn't want it in the way that we were used to delivering it. So, but I'm sorry to take up your time. I just wanted to, if you have any questions or anything, I'd be happy to answer. But thank you for your support, your time. I know that we're here to stay.
No, we thank you very much. I have two family members that are in higher education, and they always talked about the 2008 bubble. In other words, the fiscal crisis in 2008 and how we had a dramatic downturn in people having kids. And that's what we're facing right now. It's not only Northampton, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're adjusting towards it.
There's an actual phenomenon in higher ed called the demographic cliff, where the next batch of large number of kids that will come, students that will come to us are currently in sixth grade. So we've got to endure this for about 6 years. And that's not a really big group. So this demographic cliff, it's not a Monroe County thing or a Pennsylvania thing. It's a national thing. We're seeing it a whole lot more obvious up here than we are in the Lehigh Valley, but it's coming. And so this isn't something that we weren't expecting, but to switch to more online was something that caught us off guard. So, but we're ready.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for readjusting your schedule.
Public comment for agenda items only. Seeing none, we'll move on to probably the highlight of the morning, the assessment corrections to the duplicate by Deb Storman.
So we have no additions this week, but we have subtractions of $424,100.
Well, I guess I mistook statement. I take that back. Is there a motion to accept the corrections to the duplicate?
So moved.
Second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Thank you, Deb. Approve the old business. Approve the minutes of the March 4th, 2026 Commissioners meeting. Also a motion can I get a motion for that, please?
So moved.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Motion carries. Amend motion 26-8 dated 1/7/2026 to reflect the additional 8 hours every other week of case management services by a case specialist from Carbon-Monroe Pike Drug and Alcohol Commission to take place in the Monroe County Public Defender's Office instead of the Monroe County Pretrial Service Office. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second. Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Ratify receipt, request for proposals for continuity of operation plan, or also known as a COOP, open on March 12th of 2026 to Cleota Holdings LLC for $55,913.04, accompanied by a 10% cashier's check. Is there a motion, please?
Oh, go ahead. So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Proclamations and certificates. Sharon, would you mind taking care of the colon rectal awareness month and casual day?
So I hope if there's anybody here that has family or friends who are with you, if they're suffering from colorectal cancer of any sort, it's a tough one. And so we acknowledge it by saying through our proclamation that whereas colon and rectal cancers are the fourth most common cancers and second leading cause of cancer deaths in Northeast Pennsylvania. And whereas incidence and mortality rates above the US average, 8% and 17% higher respectively, and whereas about 75% of new cases of colon and rectal cancer occur in patients of average risk, and whereas approximately 500 new cases are diagnosed and about 200 patients die from colon cancer each year in the counties of Lackawanna, Luzerne, Monroe, Pike, Susquehanna, Wayne, and Wyoming combined. And whereas the Northeast Region Cancer Institute has been easing the burden of cancer in northeastern Pennsylvania for 35 years through community and patient services, hospital and practice support services, and cancer surveillance programs specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our region. And whereas on Thursday, March 26, 2026, the Northeast Region Cancer Institute will sponsor the 23rd annual casual Colon Cancer Awareness Saves Unlimited Lives, Adult Lives Day, which is noted as CASUAL, to increase colon cancer awareness throughout northeastern Pennsylvania. And whereas Casual Day was established by the family of Helen Phillips, who fought a courageous battle against colon cancer and died the summer of 2002. And now, therefore, we, the Board of Commissioners of Monroe, the County of Monroe, hereby urge residents of Monroe County in all of northeastern Pennsylvania to be screened for early detection of colon cancer, participate and support the Northeast Region Cancer Institute in its colon cancer awareness efforts, and designate the month of March as Colon Cancer Awareness Month, and March 26, 2026 as CASUAL Casual Day in Monroe County.
Thank you. We also, on proclamation certificates, we are going to recognize Rose Krazel for her awarding of an Eagle Scout. Is there a motion for those?
So moved.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
I will be having the honor of presenting that to her on Saturday.
Excellent. Under new business, number one, we have personnel. We have the agenda and approve and ratify requests for to work additional hours in the sheriff's office. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Electronic financial transactions. We'd like to ratify A, B, and C. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Travel authorizations. Approve and ratify travel request report for aging, children and youth, the controller, the prothonotary clerk of courts, and the public defender. Is there a motion, please?
Second.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Carbon Monroe Pike Drug and Alcohol Commission acknowledged the receipt of the fiscal year 2024-2025 financial audit report. I have a motion, please. Thank you. Second,
Second.
any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. Children and Youth Services. Approve the amended adoption assistance agreement for LH, ZH, and BH. We always love when there's a family that is kept together and adopted. Execute the purchase service agreement with Fostering Success Boys to Men for the period of July 1st, 2025 through June 30th of 2026 with a contract limit of $200,000 to provide group home. Also to execute a contract for professional services with MHY Family Services for the period of July 1st, 2025 through June 30th of 2026 with a contract limit of $140,000 to provide multi-systematic therapy, and also execute an agreement for existing services agreement with BI Incorporated to extend current contract to 12/7 of 2026 with no changes in rates and services. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Any questions? Yes, sir.
Where would I be able to get more information, detailed information on all of this?
These are all contracts with providers of services. So if you want to, you can, I guess, look up, boys to men programs.
So you don't have any of this information on here, on hand here?
I have a copy of the contract, but
Yeah, if he wants a copy of the contract, you can obtain a copy of the contract. You can't get any information about the,
the people that are getting the services or anything. But
No,
you
I
can have a
don't
copy of the
want-
contract.
No, I just want information on what in general these people are doing.
that would be contained in the contract.
That would be what?
That would be in the contract. It would outline the scope of services.
Okay. Thank you.
In general, our children and youth services have to place,
I understand that. I just want
and so
to see that it's going, being done properly.
So then should we contact Mr. Gress?
Yeah, after the meeting, I want to take a look at not the adoption ones, because that's,
That's sealed.
but the other one, you can see what services are provided, and if you want a copy of it, we can get that to you. So if you use the contract, it's 40, 50 pages.
That's fine.
But if you want to take a look at it, you can see what it is, but it lists what services for juveniles that are placed in these places by the courts or by, mainly the courts are placed in these in service and for different service they have, whatever they need to. And most of them are residential placements for them.
All right, thank you.
So did we do everything there, Cindy?
I don't believe we did the all in favor.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Commissioner's Office. Ratify the budget adjustment report dated 3/18/2026 for $9,192. Approve the budget adjustment report dated 3/18/2026 totaling $215,611. $182,347 of that is the adjustment to the beginning balance of the 2025 expenditures post-budget adoption. We also have $1,408 for the correctional facility for a pallet jack, $18,000 adjustment for propane for the maintenance department, public liability, $3,600 to carry over grant funds not completed in 2025. Also, we have $2,420 to cover public liability, auto insurance through department-specific claims through 12/31 of 2025. The coroner's office is looking for $1,834. We're moving it from retirement employees to wireless communications and auto insurance. And also the district attorney for $1,336. We're moving money from retirement of employees to auto insurance, and the sheriff $4,666 for the same thing. Also ratify the following opioid grants and opioid settlement funds consistent with the uses of allowed under the opioid settlement agreement, Exhibit E, with Guardian Angel Recovery House, a memorandum of understanding and agreement for the amount of $10,000. D, approve the request of the Pocono Area Transit Housing or PATH to use Courthouse Square on May 3rd of 2026 from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. to hold the Karen Nichols Memorial Path Walk. Also, to approve a request by the Pocono Interfaith Council to use Courthouse Square on May 7th, 2026 from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. to hold an interfaith prayer celebration in honor of National Day of Prayer. Also acknowledge the receipt of the single audit report for the period ending 12/31/2024 as prepared by Zelinski Axelrod LLC. Defer action on the awarding of the RFP for the Continuity of Operations Plan or the COOP until April 1st of 2026 Commissioners meeting. And also add the following vendors to the county list of approved vendors in grants, Choosing Integrity, Aging, Candace Anthony, and the Commissioners, Reed and Associates LLC. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Office of Emergency Management, approve submittal of the 2025 County Annual Hazmat Report to the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. Fiscal grants. Ratify authorization of the grants manager, Ashley Carrick, to electronically submit the fiscal year 2027 community project funding preliminary request from Monroe County Goose Pond Dam Rehabilitation Project for the period of 10/1/2027 through 9/30 of 2028 in the amount of $2,800,000. And also authorize fiscal director Jennifer Barkley and chief clerk administrator Robert Gress to electronically sign the LSA statewide Monroe County OEM training facility contract for the grant period of 12/18/2025 through 6/30 of 2028 in amount of $99,093. And C, execute the fiscal year 2024 Continuum of Care Grant Rapid Rehousing Subrecipient Contract for the grant period of 1/1/26 through 12/31 of 26 in the amount of $84,554 as indicated below. We have Pocono Area Transitional Housing for $54,554 and Pocono Mountain United Way for supportive services for $30,000. Is there a motion, please?
Second.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. The Redevelopment Authority approved the submittal of the revision of the CDBG 2022 contract C0000086351 program on behalf of the East Stroudsburg Borough, decreasing the East Stroudsburg Borough Street,
East Broad Street.
East Broad Street, 54562 of $33,067.35.
It's 57.
I'm sorry, road number 57562 for $33,067.35, and increasing Maple Avenue in Berwick Heights, road number 58801 to $108,791.65. Total grant remains at $141,859. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. Capital outlay report, approve the capital purchase report date of 3/18/2026 for $1,407.77. That's for the pallet jack at the correctional facility. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. Computer capital purchases, approve the computer the computer capital purchase report dated 3/18 totaling $3,498.13. That is to provide computer workstations in both the public defender and the district attorney's office. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Miscellaneous, Mr. Parker.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. 2 weeks from today, we'll be celebrating the 190th birthday of Monroe County. And as such, we're going to have another Founder's Day event at the courthouse. So at 10 a.m., we're going to have a historical presentation entitled A Ride Through Monroe County on the DL&W. Most of you remember the DL&W was the Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western Railroad. And Kim Williams, a railroad historian, is going to give a slideshow presentation about that. 10 a.m. in the ceremonial courtroom. And then from 11 a.m. to 1:30, we will have food trucks, and county departments will have tables throughout the courthouse plaza and Monroe Street. So you can meet the county representatives for each agency and have questions answered. They might even have some things to give away and learn about all the different things that the county does. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Sure thing.
April 1st. That's not a joke. That's when we were.
Yes.
Mr. Labrador?
Yeah, thank you. We're in the process of formalizing community night for this year. And it is May 5th, the Tuesday night, May 5th, from 5 to 8. And it's at Northampton Community College, Monroe Branch, Pocono. So we're looking forward to having our families, and I know that gun safety people have a table. There's like 70 tables of different community agencies and different initiatives throughout Monroe County that are there, and it's absolutely phenomenal. There's lots of of students that are there to perform and do show their talents, whether it be art, music, dance, all kinds of really cool things. So look forward to seeing everybody. So May 5th, 5 to 8, and I know Stan the man will be there.
Yeah.
That's right, and the band. That's right. So looking forward to seeing everybody there. Thank you.
Good. Any public comment? Sir, please stand up and state your name, please.
My name is Nicholas Pistachio. On here, you have the Office of Emergency Management. I don't know if anybody's ever taken the time to read either the federal or local emergency management provisions, but they completely leave just about everybody in this room except you people out of the picture. There's no advice as to where we go, what we do, if we have any particular skills that we need to provide for other people that might be caught up in some sort of emergency. I'm wondering if this commissioner, this body here, will look into this further and find out if there's anything that we could do in case of an emergency to provide some services, to provide the individual who wants to contribute with some skills that they might contribute in any case. That's all.
Thank you, sir. Anything else?
Question about item 6. The Commissioner's Office for H, adding the following vendors. Can you just briefly state for those 3 new vendors why they're there? Why they were added?
Because we have to pay them.
Well, what they do.
Reed and Associates is a water testing hydrologist. That was for the new well at the correctional facility, so we have to pay that invoice per the contract. So that's a reimbursement that they were out there for the hydrologist to show where the well has to be put. Let's see, choosing integrity.
Ashley's here.
Choosing Integrity is a new agency that was selected for community service block grant funding in Pike.
So we are the pass-through through Pike County. So they provide us as the vendors that they want to provide services, purchase services from, and we pass the money through to them. So that's a Pike County entity.
Is that like for the mental health
So they provide
Yeah.
reentry services.
entry service?
Reentry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And in aging,
You get reimbursed for services.
reimbursement for services provided.
Quick question with regards to this gentleman's question. If he contacts, whether he lives in a borough or in a township, they also have emergency plans for where they live and that they submit,
Municipality has an emergency management.
Yeah,
they submit to the state as well.
I've actually spoken, but I've read both federal and local.
Okay.
Okay, so it provides nothing for the average person.
Well, if I can, part of the emergency management plan, each municipality is supposed to have a emergency. action
Yeah,
plan.
I
But
understand
they
that.
have a list of people for all those programs. So when the borough or township calls up their plan, if needed, then they can contact the county or emergency management and they activate. And then that's when the resources are called in. They have a list of pretty much everything, whether it's, fire trucks, whether it's chainsaws, whether it's.
I actually spoke
Okay.
to them.
So we are very involved with that. We have tabletop exercises. We do that a couple times a year. It's actually set up and everybody's called in again from.
Okay,
road crews to everybody,
it still doesn't,
FCTA.
yeah, it still doesn't provide for the average person because they don't have enough manpower to handle a serious emergency.
What type of,
We discussed this with them.
are you looking to give certain kind of skills to donate them in an emergency?
Yeah,
So what-
anybody who wants to
Right.
should be able to do it, and they should have some sort of certification from this group in the emergency management field.
Okay. Yeah, I know you can volunteer, like Salvation Army offers emergency services. You're welcome to volunteer with them and offer your skills in whatever way you can. So that's one. I think Red Cross would be similar. And then your township volunteer fire company I mean, they're always looking for volunteers, so people can certainly offer their services there.
Fine, yeah.
Is there anything else? Anything online, Callie? No? Detective Lippincott, you don't have anything? Thank you. Is there a motion to adjourn? I couldn't see Eric, or else I would have picked on him. I'm sorry.
So moved.
A bigger error.
We are adjourned. Thank you.